You're likely already aware that HTC is not in a great run of form with its recent phone launches, but now we have the HTC U11, the true flagship of the U series, but in many ways a different device with much higher aspirations. I'm Andrew with Android Central, and this is our HTC U11 review. If there's one thing HTC still knows how to do, it's build a unique and beautiful smartphone. The U11 just exudes class from every angle, punctuated by its liquid surface glass back that flows effortlessly around to the sides and gives you a unique, color-shifting effect when it's tilted. It looks gorgeous, but it also feels solid just as you'd expect from an HTC phone. Its 5.5-inch display isn't particularly large, and HTC has skipped the 2017 trend of going with a tall screen and small bezels. There are chunky bezels all around the display, capacitive navigation keys below, and typical smartphone dimensions. Looking at the U11 from the front makes you wonder if it was launching today or in 2015, and that's not a great look if you're trying to compete with the Galaxy S8 and LG G6. The display itself is at least worth it. The Super LCD 5 at Quad HD resolution is crisp and even handles bright direct sunlight without issue, though I find it doesn't get quite dim enough at night for my eyes. But that's a small complaint about an otherwise fantastic display. When it comes to the U11 software, I'm of two minds. What you get here is not unlike what you'd find on a 1M9 today. That's good because it's clean, simple, and fast with a minimal amount of bloatware and duplicate apps. HTC's tweaks are cohesive and close to Android's stock experience. But at the same time, it's feeling a bit long in the tooth. Sense as an experience hasn't changed much in the last couple of years, and it feels like it's more in maintenance mode than anything else. The one big feature add-on this year is EdgeSense, or better known as that thing where you squeeze the phone. Yes, a core system-level experience of the U11 is squeezing it on the sides to perform actions. By default, it launches the camera with a short squeeze or Google Assistant with a long squeeze, but you can configure the squeezes to do just about anything. The squeezing works quite well, but is just as easy to ignore if you don't want to use it. And yes, saying squeeze over and over again is kinda odd. Daily performance is absolutely phenomenal. A Snapdragon 835 and 4GB of RAM lead to amazing fluidity and speed through everything I've done with the phone. Touch response is perfect, scrolling is buttery smooth, and apps never have issues. It's a Pixel-like experience in every respect. That dovetails nicely into battery performance, where the U11 gets on just fine with its 3000 mAh battery through a full day. Even when traveling, which is typically tough on my phones, I had a day with 12 hours of battery life, including 5 hours of screen on time and hours of podcast listening over Bluetooth in poor network environments. That's impressive. We seem to have all forgotten that the HTC X's camera was actually really good last year, but HTC improved further with the 12-megapixel Ultra Pixel 3 camera on the U11, including 1.4 micron pixels, an f/1.7 lens, and new autofocus mechanism. The U11 has a DxOMark mobile score of 90, the highest yet of any phone, as HTC will constantly tell you, but the proof is in the pudding. The U11's camera is legit. With a trend towards accuracy rather than color saturation, photos from the U11 are crisp, clean, and pleasing to the eye. Daylight shots are pristine without going overboard in the colors, and lower light shots feel the same with an expected amount of grain smoothing and softer edges. Everything I've seen come out of the U11's camera I've been impressed with, and for me it lines up right alongside the Pixel XL, Galaxy S8, and LG G6 for the top smartphone camera. Bravo, HTC. After dabbling with water resistance in a couple of models, HTC has caught up to the industry, and the U11 is IP67 dust and water resistant. That means that the phone is fine in everything from a sudden rain shower to a shallow drop in a pool, or if it's dirty you could just rinse it off in the sink. Perhaps somewhat related to the inclusion of waterproofing, HTC is done with the 3.5mm headphone jack on its top-end phones. The U11's included USB-C headphones actually sound really good and now include active noise cancellation powered by the phone itself. But people still use standard headphones, and it's hard to say this won't turn some people away, even though there's an adapter in the box. The U11 has me excited because it reaffirms that HTC can absolutely make a top-end flagship that competes. All the core tenets of HTC's hardware are here, alongside excellent performance and a really great camera setup. HTC is getting the pricing right as well, launching unlocked for $649. Android fans should absolutely look to this phone if they appreciate speed, fluidity, great core features, and a clean experience, plus a fantastic camera as well. I can only hope that enough people look past some of the lackluster hardware and interface decisions to see just how great the U11 is in daily use. Thanks for watching this review, and be sure to subscribe to Android Central here on YouTube to see all of our future videos.